With the hum of servers, the ghosts speak. He recalls the media's labels. They're saying it's time to file for Chapter 11. You need to sleep on it. The word. He thinks not of inspiration, but of insignificance. If he gives up, nothing in the universe will notice. The cosmos is indifferent. It's all we have now. That's enough. I'm with you. Musk opened dozens of emails from SpaceX employees sent after the last failure. We will get it would mean that It is a frigid December night in 2008. Elon Musk sits alone in a corner office of SpaceX's headquarters in Hawthorne, California. Outside, the world is in financial freefall. For Musk, three cataclysms are converging. Tesla is hemorrhaging money after its first Roadster launch. SpaceX has just suffered its third consecutive launch failure, and his solar company, SolarCity, is struggling to stay afloat. His personal fortune, once vast, is evaporating. An email from the SpaceX launch team in Kwajalein Atoll arrives. The post-flight analysis of the Falcon 1 Flight 3 is complete. The report is clinical, a momentary thrust transient after stage separation, a problem they'd thought solved. 3 flights, 3 explosions. The data suggests they are not pioneers, but fools repeating the same expensive mistake. Musk opens a spreadsheet. The numbers are merciless. To fund both companies, he has invested his last $40 million. He's maxed out personal loans, using his houses as collateral. Payroll for Tesla's 400 employees is due in 2 weeks. There is not enough cash. The choice is binary: save one company, or let both die trying to save them. Alone with the hum of servers, the ghosts speak. He recalls the media's labels. Elon Musk's pipe dream, the Tesla death watch. He thinks of his children asleep in Bel Air. He has not just risked his fortune, but their security and future. For the first time, the vision of a multiplanetary species feels like a narcissistic delusion. He leaves the building needing to move. The Hawthorne streets are empty. He walks past the factory where the first Model S prototype, a skeleton of aluminum, sits under a tarp. He sees the hangar housing the next Falcon 1, built with literal blood and sweat. Everywhere, the physical evidence of his ambition mocks him. His phone vibrates. A board member from Tesla, a friend, calls. The message is gentle but firm. The bridge loan fell through. The investors, they want out. They're saying it's time to file for Chapter 11. You need to sleep on it. The word bankruptcy hangs in the cold air, not as a concept, but as a verdict. Back in his office, he removes his leather jacket. The exhaustion is total, physical, mental, spiritual. He slumps into his chair, head in his hands. The thought forms, clear and shocking in its simplicity. I could stop. I could sell the remnants, declare failure, and walk away. The fight is over. The relief of surrender washes over him, a seductive, dark tide. He looks up at a framed poster of the pale blue image by Carl Sagan. A quote beneath it reads, "Our planet is a lonely speck in the great enveloping cosmic dark." He thinks not of inspiration, but of insignificance. If he gives up, nothing in the universe will notice. The cosmos is indifferent. His phone lights up again. Not a board member, but his brother Kimball. The text reads, "Remember the basement in Toronto? We slept on the floor and coded. We had nothing but the belief we could build something. That's all we have now. That's enough. I'm with you." Musk opens his email again. He scrolls past the investor panic and finds other messages. Dozens of emails from SpaceX employees sent after the last failure. "We will get it right. I'll work for free." A handwritten letter from a young Tesla engineer, scanned and sent, promising to defer his salary. They believe in the mission more than he does in this moment. His engineer's mind re-engages. He pulls up the Falcon 1 failure report. The problem is not magic, it is physics. It has a solution. Giving up now would mean that every ounce of effort, every sleepless night of his team, would be rendered meaningless. He would be betraying not just a dream, but the people who shared it. Dawn is still hours away. He stands, pacing like a caged animal. The two paths are now stark, safe oblivion or almost certain failure, with a sliver of hope. He chooses the hope, not with a shout, but with a weary, internal whisper. One more try. For them. He calls his finance team, waking them. His voice is hoarse, but steady. Do not file for bankruptcy. We're going all in. We will close a last-minute funding round for Tesla. I will put in every last dollar I can borrow. He directs the SpaceX team to begin immediate analysis for a fourth launch. There will be no surrender. Over the next 48 hours, Musk becomes a financial Houdini. He negotiates, pleads, and cajoles. He convinces existing Tesla investors to match his final $20 million infusion, literally hours before the company would have been insolvent. He sells his McLaren F1, a beloved possession, for cash to cover payroll. Every asset is weaponized for survival. He addresses both companies, not with bravado, but with brutal honesty. We are out of money. We are out of time. Our only advantage is that we know more about our problems than anyone else. We will solve them. Or we will go down knowing we looked into the abyss and did not blink. Having committed to the path, a strange peace descends. The weight of avoiding failure lifts, replaced by the lighter burden of a final, honest effort. He sleeps for the first time in days, a deep, dreamless sleep on the couch in his office. 6 weeks later, on September 28, 2008, Falcon 1 Flight 4 sits on the launch pad at Kwajalein. The entire future of SpaceX, and by extension Tesla, rests on this one rocket. Musk is in Hawthorne, watching on a grainy video feed. He does not pray, he watches the physics. 6 weeks later, on September 28, 2008, Falcon 1 Flight 4 sits on the launch pad at Kwajalein. The entire future of SpaceX, and by extension Tesla, rests on this one rocket. Musk is in Hawthorne, watching on a grainy video feed. He does not pray, he watches the physics. The rocket lifts off. The minutes of flight are an eternity. Then, the call from mission control. Stage separation confirmed. Miko, we have nominal orbit. Repeat. Falcon 1 is in nominal orbit. The room in Hawthorne erupts. Musk allows himself a small, disbelieving smile. They had done it. He never speaks publicly of that specific night, but it becomes his hidden compass. In every future crisis, the Model 3 production hell, the Cybertruck launch, the Starship prototypes exploding, he recalls the darkness of 2008. It is the proof that the darkest hour is not the end, but the necessary forge. It is the night he learned that resilience is not an innate trait, but a decision you make in a silent office, alone, just before dawn.